your defenses. Select your hero.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got one of probably the best aggressive DPS Moira games that you'll ever see. It's certainly one of the best that I've ever played. Unfortunately, it's on Havana, which is possibly the worst Moira map ever. But hey, here we go. I'm going to guide you through my thoughts during this game. So right off the bat, we fire a damage orb over there to scout to see if there's a Widowmaker. Kill the guitar for obvious reasons. Tracer, we ping the location. We take a lot of initial damage, so we back off. Fire a flat bouncing damage orb. Right click the tank for sustain as well, and now just try and keep our tank alive. Still got to be aware of the threat in that little doorway. Fire a damage orb, hopefully to pressure the Tracer back. Now we do see that the enemy Tracer is flanking and we've got a vulnerable Widow up top. So we pre-fire the damage orb to discourage them from going there. Unfortunately, here comes our first mistake as we stayed too long up there and the Tracer does get a flank around. It takes out our Sojourn. Our tank's in a bit of trouble now being isolated, so we desperately try to get back there. Stand out in the front to try and absorb some of the damage and take some of the fire. Fade back and then, heal them up. Unfortunately, again, while we're on our tank, our DPS get killed up top. Great shield from the enemy Sigma. Do a little pump fake to try and fake that we're going there and see if we can escape out the top. We missed the fade jump. Heal orbs on us. It's not enough. It's now spawning again. Players dying straight away. Pulse bomb comes in over onto our team. Doesn't get any kills, but we are a player down. They have just capped the first point. And well, this is not going well, but stick with this, guys. Stick with it. So we spawn again already. Didn't see the Tracer to my left until now. We're very lucky to survive that one. Fade through, take the mini. And Tracer's low health, so we finish them off. And here's where it begins, guys. Here's where it begins. So I realized, hey, let's get some aggression on. Make sure that we recharge our health back up with the Coalescence before we proceed out the window. Fade the Signal Rock. Because now we keep on pushing. And as I stated, there is a Tracer there, so we have to back off from that engagement. We are looking to see if we can continue this. Or bounce off the wall to hopefully go back on any retreat route. Great little flank from our Sigma. Now here it's like, well, we can try and push him because we've got Fade to always bail since we've got one support. And now, yeah, we've got to go for this. Right, we've got no cooldowns. Sojourn's seen us. Little duck there to dodge the railgun shot. So we want to try and get back through the window and join up with the rest of our team. Now our teams are anti, but we can still fire the heal orb as long as we flat bounce it because it will bounce back to where they're playing. So just here it's still healing our team up, right clicking the shield, keeping up the damage. We see the Sojourn jumping down, so we try and bounce an orb and then fade back after jumping. Lucky that then Genji doesn't kill us there. We do manage to right click. Again, a lot of our team low, so we focus a heal orb rather than finishing off the kills. Stepping out, same thing again. We're just going to step out and then fade back to our team. Flat bounce the orb. No, we didn't. Okay, we know the Genji's going to push. So first we try to cut off the healing, but because we hear the nano boost, we push outside instead because we're not going to go in a small room with a nano boosted Genji, not even with our ultimate. So now we're in a bit of a duel. Fade the rock again, jump up, confuse them. We're still sat in the Kiriko. Genji in the window. We give up chase. Push through the top. Genji's gone for a little run somewhere. Right, so we're surviving. It's going well so far. Bounced orb again. Could hit the Alari, so we want to flank there. Unfortunately, my tank's there alone with 5. I don't think we would have kept them alive even healing. So now we're outside. We've got heal orb bounce. We've just taken the Mega. We managed to kill the Genji. And now the Ana, we know where she's going to go. She's going to go up the stairs. So we bounce the orb to follow her route where she's going to run. We managed to get the Ana down. We're on Alari. We've only got 50 health. Fade out the door. We need the heal orb with the perk. Just to keep us alive there. We do get that kill. Didn't quite manage to fade back. But to be honest, that was the way I was going to fade. And the Sojourn would have just railgunned us on the way up. So, back out of spawn again. Our tank is at the front, a little bit low, but has managed to kill their tank, so we should be okay. We hear Genji footsteps, so we push through. And now chase the... Guys, bounce your orbs.
Swift as the wind, and dim as the night.
Bounce your orbs, people. So it says, I swear Moira shoots through walls. Yeah, I know that feeling. It's actually almost like a travel time for her grasp. Like the end of the grasp will hit after a player's gone behind a wall. So nice little fade out there. Oh, it's just clean up now. It's just a massacre. And a kill steal at the end. Right. Still holding on with this defense. 1 minute remaining on this second point. Healing up our Bastion, using a lot of healing. Right, we fade out of the Sigma ult. Try and heal up the Bastion, but we've run out of resources. We try and get any right clicks we can and then just heal at the same time. Damage ult, because we want to stop the damage output, because even if we heal the Bastion there and then the Bastion drops down, they're just going to kill him anyway. So it's like we try and reduce the enemy damage output by attacking the enemies. Yeah, unfortunately, our team is basically all dead here. Pushing out top. We're getting close to our coalescence here. It's a bit risky with the Sojourn, but we haven't got much time there. Healer bouncing, the heal perk helping us out a lot. We jump forward. We took a big hit, so we need to regen our health first. And now we're trying to damage, but there's no one there, so now we switch to healing. Just to see what we can do, if we can maybe keep them alive and hopefully get a pick, but it doesn't work. So, on to the third point. 1 minute 10 seconds remaining. Bit risky stepping out there with the Sojourn. Oh, we hear the Widow. Go and attack her. And now the D.Va. So we right click the D.Va here rather than try and heal, because we know we can just eliminate that, and if we try and heal, if she gets her missiles up, she can kill our support. Bounce the healing orb off of the wall because we know our team's going to retreat there, and now I'm a bit isolated on my own. I'm not too worried because I've got Fade, but I can't go up the ramp because there's long distance hit scan fire. So we go underneath. Again, not too worried. We still have our Fade and orb. Use the little Fade jump height perk to get up there. D.Va starts chasing, but we've got an orb following us, so we've just about survived it. These are some very high skill and high rank players that we're playing against. D.Va double backs on us. We get the heal orb perk. Unfortunately, the Kiriko gets anti here, and D.Va comes in. Try and get through to our Kiriko, but didn't manage to do it. Can't really step out anywhere. Now we see the baby D.Va. We know she's going to try the swish, so we fade it. And we were going to heal all of that, but the Ilaria, great kill. Yeah, we're kind of screwed. So, we're in overtime. Pushing out, heal the Bastion, want to stay in the Kiriko ult as much as we can, right click the D.Va. It's not that good against the armor to right click with Moira. However, we are in the Kiriko ult, so we've got increased damage. Ilaria and Widow did manage to shoot us there at the same time, that just basically annihilated us, so not looking very good for our team here. Crucially though, the Ilaria does go down. So now I'm thinking here I'm going to use Coalescence for the movement speed. Our other support does also swap to Lucio. So we get, with the Fade jump height, straight over onto the point. Huge damage from these two supports coming out at once. I don't think they were expecting that. We do manage to save the round with that little play. Now guys, enjoy the chat.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
The friend request was definitely us about to be invited to a professional team. Unfortunately, I may have to decline. I've got too many other things to focus on in life. But it's nice to know that I'm wanted by many of the top teams.
You have a bandage?
Who exactly do you think I am?
I do maintain that
Someone
this
who carries
is
bandages?
possibly Moira's
Guess
worst
not.
map. Herloff does seem to agree. Right. So onto the attack. We know we've got to keep up the aggression because we've had so much success with it. Jumping out here is in case there's a Widow or an Ashe or someone waiting there. They're not, so we double back. Does put us a bit vulnerable to the railgun shot. Now this is an interesting one. So we're attacking the Sojourn, but we see the Ana at the back, and the idea between this is that, well, the healers are going to peel for each other. Even if we don't get the kill, there's no healing going onto their tank. And once we've eliminated the tank, we're fine, and that's pretty much exactly what happens there. So miss the Fade jump up to the high ground. It's not essential to be up there. Right, click in. Oh, isolate Genji to do that. Now we see the Ana over the left. We bounce the orb to follow her into the room. And as we're trying to go back to our team, we realize they're not there. Unfortunately, the Kiriko did TP over to the Ana. And so she was able to just walk straight back out of there. Normally there'd be a delay before she could come back out because she couldn't risk in case I was chasing, but as soon as the Kiriko came, that was it. Healer bounced into the room to heal the Widow. Our tank does go down. That's not going to stop the aggression because we want to see if we can still get a pick. Unfortunately, badly timed orb there. Goes straight, eaten by the Sigma. To try and heal the Genji, keep them alive. It is risky that we could get killed here, but you know, see for us or the Genji. Jump bait the railgun shot, so we jump and then fade because every Sojourn will take a railgun shot if they see a jumping target. It's a trick that I use quite often actually. Set up a heal zone and try and flank the tank, but we get antied, so we can't really rely on that, so we have to step back for a little bit. So here we jump up to the high ground because again we want to put pressure on the healers, make them heal each other. Unfortunately we got hit by a rock. So we jump off, take an off angle on some high ground. We're low health, that would have been a damage orb, but because we're low, we opt for the heal orb instead. Carry on the aggression. Here when we fade, we see the Kiriko's health, and we know it's not going to work out. It's just, she needs to be a little bit lower. Now our team push in here to try and secure those kills, including our Kiriko, which is really unfortunate. I definitely would have done the same, but that does leave us in a bit of a, a problematic situation where we don't have healers on this point. So I know I've got to use Cole early. We try and keep the Genji alive. It doesn't work. So we finish off the Ana, but instantly get hit by the railgun. And that's such a problem because if we had have dodged that railgun shot, or should I say the Sojourn missed it, we would have been able to then go and kill the Sojourn and heal our tank from the Signal, and we would have just won that point. So time is running out here. This is very difficult. These players are very good that we're playing against. Now here, the idea was to go forward, see if we can get some cooldowns and then fall behind cover, but they were just in, so many different positions, and you'll see that there'll be a lot more of that. I'm desperately trying to create openings. We see a player at the back, so we try and bounce an orb off the wall into that room, so it zones him out of there. And again, we've got 3 different angles from players shooting us. Now it's my fault for pushing through like that, but this is how we've had to play this game. The team's really struggling. And aggression worked, so I'm not going to suddenly change that. Fade the rock, heal the Widow. Interestingly there, we weren't just healing the Widow because again, we wanted to stop the damage source. Trying to dodge the Sigma shots there, but that didn't work. So instead we just get out of range, heal ourselves up. We get antied here. There's only 10 seconds remaining, so we've got to take some risks. We're hoping that Sojourn misses, but the Sojourn hasn't missed all night. So now it's up to my team. It's unlikely that I'm going to get back. Both tanks die, but as soon as you see the nanoed Sojourn, again, the way that they're playing, they're on 48 elims right now, so yeah. Hopium, damage orb, and let's just dodge a few shots. But unfortunately, despite how well I believe I played, we can convert it to a victory. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Was it too aggressive? Should I have healed my team a bit more? And if you liked it, then I'd be very grateful if you hit the like and subscribe button to the channel.
This ends now.
And I hope to put up more content like this. Hope you enjoyed it.
I warned you.
See you soon.